It's lovely to welcome you to the first Meet the Maker of 2022. My name's Charlotte Dew. I'm the Public Programme Manager at the Goldsmiths Centre. And here, as some of you may know, we've got a programme getting started that is really got this course and introducing you to all aspects of starting and running our own business. We're taking in as a spotlighting programme, which follows getting started. And there's a further opportunity for training, and there's an exhibition that we have on the which we encourage all of you to visit as it started making both of their work in the flesh. A very warm welcome to you this afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a real pleasure to be sharing with our audience this afternoon. We'll start with the collection that you are going to talk about, and it's a fabulous collection. It says that in the title. And I want to you might be able to tell us a bit about the inspirations.
Yes, of course, inspired by the abundance of nature. It's very abundant, very giving. And I wanted to do a collection with different sections of nature. But at the time, I was imagining a woman who was very strong, full, single-minded, who would be wearing it and has a little bit of a certain side.
Speaking through the images that what you're going to show us today, I guess ask people to take note of the titles because they're portion of that inspiration, aren't they? Could you tell us how you went about selecting the titles of the pieces?
Yes, of course. So for me, wearing jewelry is something happy. It's something that you do to celebrate different moments in your life. And in order to name the different animal collection, I took off with happiness and positivity. So for me, being frivolous is something which you happy. That's why.
Yes. And we're obviously at the moment. Can you tell us why you started to design this collection? Your first, where did you start? What were the first pieces to form part of it?
I think I started with the earrings. The long earrings with the blowing tension. That was the first thing. I wanted to have something bigger, colorful, and serious lines, waves, circles, everything that is smooth and curvy. So I think the collection took shape by trying to combine those different elements together. And also for me, as something in series where they're not two of the same. The position of the gemstone and the sector that I've added of rocks, of bark, of landscapes. So
one of these people this is being made on the left side, and on the right the final piece, which is in the how do you go about selecting the stones that you pieces?
Colors that would remind people So there are many greens, which is leaves, fruits, vegetable, but the fur collection also has some blues, copper sea, slightly blue. It's really for the green, I would something very dark, and therefore very taken by green price. Things where there's some good mood, and also I selected some beautiful which has a deep green which completes nicely the yellow diamond and the cries of praise.
Yes, I mean, what really struck me about this piece was how you know, something that would be quite normal, the jumping that connects you pieces, the large in your approach. So these are the earrings that you were talking about, and for this session you mentioned your sort of relationship with tea and wearing jewelry, and I think that's quite interesting in terms of how you've designed these and how you think about people who wear the work.
Yes, I was working the sea, and I remember living in 7 minutes for lunch break, which was usually a sandwich, taken at the corner of the table, and then go back home. And I really miss this connection with nature and sea. The fact that you can have nature with you on a daily basis. If you start work, you just need to move your hands, breathless, or you feel your necklace, and it's like carrying the luscious structure of nature and being part of it. And for me, it helps making your day more fluid, more balanced.
Yes, I love that you have placement of the stones on them. I think that really follows that idea, doesn't it?
I also had something with those little that come both stairs.
Yes, little vines, aren't
they? Like vines, exactly.
that follow the stones. Yeah,
and each one is different. It was quite fun to make. I did melt a few bits, I have to admit, but it was enjoyable.
And then we come to earrings, where we can see some of those themes following through, but you've chosen to realise them with Tahitian pearls. Could you tell us a bit about this particular design?
So in the top you see again edge both, which has movement, has personality, and the Tahitian pearls. That's because for me, the sea is the source of life, and what they're like that pearls, whether that all these colors which have life in them, depending on the way you look at them, or the light around, some pink, some green, some golden tones. Just beautiful, and very like which is a structure there with the texture, but also with the fact that those pearls are not completely perfect. They're baroque. Sometimes they have little dots or little circles around them. I think it has to be.
And in your choice of using recycled yellow gold, is that sort of sustainable, sustainable choice, or you use imported to your practice?
Yes, simply I really prefer to use gold which has been sourced locally. Recycled gold for me is the best choice, because I they don't contribute as much to polluting sources of water or to carry and go back, to London, which is going to contribute to global warming again. I think lots of people also sometimes enjoy the fact that they can use some of the children anywhere. They will hear pieces from their parents or from, an auntie or whatever, that they can't wear because it's small, it's not their taste. So being able to have those, for me, has double meaning. Not only I help to see the environment, but also it helps my clients to have, this emotional connection. And a better story connected to the jewelry they're going to wear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think of all of your pieces, my favourite earrings. It was very amusing. She has that. I love the tale you told me before about from your childhood and the imagining mermaid.
Oh yeah, I grew up reading fairy tales. So one of my favorite ones was The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen. And I used to draw my mermaids everywhere, covering her dress with little shells and having birds in the hair and around and everything. And when I think of a mermaid, I think, she's always cheeky, independent, and just imagine her washing dolls. It's fun just because she can, and it looks delicious. I think Cleopatra really did that. She used to melt pearls in vinegar and drinking it was a beauty elixir. So I haven't tried that. I mean, drinking it, but I did try melting a pearl in vinegar. That's the sauce.
I love the unique shapes and forms of these rock pearls in this pair of earrings. I mean, are extraordinary.
Yeah, so interesting.
Really interesting examples. And the necklace coming through. It's about this piece.
So this piece and I think it's 6.5 or something, and also by the number 7. So this bracelet has 7 links. It's all about love and positivity, and then of course I use the same shape for clasp as the of the pendant, with also that little diamond around me. So something good there. And as a little gemstones and some emerald is using sometimes the stone is inside the link that puts 2 of these flat shapes together. Each shape is by hand. It was really enjoyable. I like the result.
Absolutely. I think I love those different lashes and I say it's very pretty. So Catherine, you mentioned that you to making jewelry as a second career. What drew you to make that choice of direction, having worked in a corporate environment?
I think it was several reasons. The first one is actually from all my trips, I mentioned pieces. So I think it was natural that one day I thought I should learn how to make it. Would probably be cheaper in the long run. I make things for myself in a way. And the funny thing that I first went to evening class to see how it was. And food now from our classes. And
passion has been today, and it's a really beautiful collection that we've been able to showcase in the exhibition here and as part of Spotlighting. So thank you so much for sharing it with us this afternoon, Catherine. So see you in the so now it's my pleasure to welcome Deborah Bett, and